Hello, everyone. Welcome to the channel. It is 333, which is master number of creation, and we are doing Creator's View at this day. And I thank all you guys for showing up. I thank y'all for your like, share, subscribes. I thank for for your solidity and for having a dream, because obviously if you weren't watching this channel you wouldn't be having a dream, right. So and what do we dream of? Oh man, we dream of big things, right? We dream of good things. We dream of things that would make a place and a world better. And so Creator has a message for you today. And before I even roll the dice, I want to say that Creator wants you to live through faith and hope. You know the world's changing, so do not let fear, doubt, or confusion enter into your mind. Know that you deserve a better world. Know that you're worthy of good things, and know that you're loved and the universe cares and wants you to be loved. And you are the beloved, right? Of the beloved. And so, God wanted me to bring you guys comfort and calm and love in this great big change. There's a whole lot of talk of fear going on and warnings and don't do this and don't do that. Let me tell you, you can't do anything that's going to make God upset. He knows you're a human. God knows we're human. Isn't that wonderful? Yeah. And works with us in that state, okay? As if we were children. Of which, if you think about it, according to the evolution, we ain't a whole big old, like a lot of people on this planet might not be even 12,000 years old. Maybe they're only their introduction to the world, for the first time, or maybe for the fourth or fifth time, or maybe they've been through, every lifetime coming back right away and lived through so much trauma that they never had a chance to process it. So there is going to be a lot of fear and a lot of stress, because it's hard to remember the days, when all was well on this planet. But our spirits had to grow up to be able to overcome the lies and treachery and the misunderstandings that we all had about this planet, right? Like, we're all waking up to new understandings every single day. And it's wonderful, because the more awake we are, the more we can change. And the more we can change, the more faith and hope we're going to have. And so Creator says, do not be afraid of anything, because they were only low-level energies anyway. And as we ascend and grow more knowledgeable and wise in the spirit, mastering our own spirit, mastering our own mind, such as mastering fear and doubt, and believing that you are worthy, as a sentient, feeling, understanding being, of being blessed, that you're worthy of living in truth, that you're worthy of being protected by the universe to live a good, happy life, a long, good, happy life, that you're worthy of healing and working through doubts and disappointments and allowing yourself to learn from those things, release and let go, that you are worthy to be free of the past, and with faith and hope looking forward to the future. Let's see what we get. Oh, Neptune, Sagittarius, and 5. What do we got here? I love this. This is awesome. Sagittarius is taking a journey through the dream world, right? That's fire and water that creates change. That's why we love 5. 5 is halfway between 1 and 10. It means we're halfway there, And what we have to do now is gather up our strength, courage, resolve, remember who we are and why we're here, right? As we gather up our strength and courage before we take that next shot at our next goal and our next aim. Meanwhile, we tell ourselves, I am a child of the eternal universe. I am here to witness the miracles of life and change. Even in my lifetime, I will live to see these things because I have seen things change so much in the last 20 years, and now they are hasting up that we're going to see big things change in the next 20 years. And yeah, why not? We're going to be here to see this. We're all getting healthier. We all eat our apple a day, right? You eat your statin every day and your beautiful apple. And, you're taking care of yourself. You're doing your yoga. You're doing what you need to do so that you can keep your body mobile and strong to hold your bones in place so that you don't, get wobbly or anything, right? That's what we do because we want to live to see the change. We believe in the change. We're going to be a part of the change. You don't get old. Not if you don't want to. You keep the fire burning. How do you do that? You ground into Mother Earth. You send your energy down to the core of her belly, pull it up into your root, your sacral, and your solar. You become a fire yourself. You burn for life. You live. Your sacrifice is to live for life. Some people sacrifice and they sacrifice to death. I sacrifice to life. I am going to live my life the best I can live it. And I suggest we all do the same and believe with faith and hope that we can change this world. It's going out into the collective. The more of us who believe in the dream, which is Neptune. Neptune is the collective consciousness. It's where it looks like three hooked together. Look, it's the three-headed, it's the fork. It reminds me of Shiva too, because Shiva has a what do they call that, harpoon or something like that. But the thing is, the dream world is the world between the worlds. And it's out of these dream worlds and the world between the worlds through faith that we pull the magic out. We believe it in the spirit world, it can happen. And then we begin to watch for it to change in the material world. And at first, things may be messy. We expect that, right? Because when you're moving, and we're moving out the old world, right? We're moving the old world away and out because, we're not going to just go up to a place where life is good for us. What about the lives of others? That's one thing I never thought I would leave behind a bunch of people who had no idea of what was going on. And the rapture, they talked about the rapture. They were going to leave the poor and, those who didn't make it in the rapture, they were going to leave them to the demons. And that really pissed me off. And I thought, not on my watch. Not on my watch. I told God, I'll start from the bottom up. I'll work my way from the bottom to the top if I have to help those that have no idea of what in the heck is going on in this world. And so I have a bunch of charms in here. Sorry, my lips are dry. And I'm going to pull out a few to see what's going on. Okay. I love charms. Oh, we got a key. The keys. Well, anytime I see the keys, it makes me think of the chakra system because they're all different colors and they remind me of a child's piano trying to teach them different notes or something, And so for each key that you set your mind upon, that you give it some love. Let's see if we can get that there. You give your keys, your chakras a little love, and they will start what? Oh, They will help you light up your intuition. There we go. Let me see. I'm doing this with my left hand because I got my water in my right. They will help you light up the blue moon. What does blue stand for? To me, the blueprint. So that would be your natural abilities and your intuition collective, reaching into your divinity. What we got here? No. We got a blue pretty cat with its back turned. You see? Yeah. Look inward. Don't look outward. That kitty cat's looking in its own heart. It's looking inside itself. It knows it must find the blueprint, that it's an individual, as each one of you guys are an individual. You know that. You're not an NPC. I don't believe that. I don't believe they put fillers in. God doesn't work like that, okay? People are people. The only way to change people is by shining, by blooming, by telling our truth and speaking the true words that God gives us to speak about your experience and how it affected you and in what way, and what kind of changes could be made to help others, perhaps your own children, perhaps your own people, perhaps your own ancestors who were in the past, or the ancestors that you will have that will come in the future. Do you know how much God respects and honors those who honor the past and the future? Use the past as a stepping stone to bloom in the future. And it is blooming time. I'm going to take a picture of my flowers that are blooming. It is springtime in Washington, and I've got some beautiful flowers on the curb of my sidewalk. You know, I couldn't afford a lot last year. I planted. Next year, I'll have more come up. I can't wait till my whole yard is just full of everything: sunflowers, wildflowers, hyacinths, tulips, strawberries, raspberries, blackberries, an apple tree. Right in my front yard in Wenatchee, right right across from the daycare. Oh, the kids love it. They love it when they pass. They want to play in the dirt. I say my dirt, yeah. I don't stress over it. There ain't nothing planted in it right now, because they don't do that when it gets planted. They know the difference. And teacher got mad at them, and I said, that's okay. Don't stress over it. There ain't nothing in it yet. But and I get to watch the children at the daycare, and so I'm constantly reminded of why I do this. And it's not just about me. I'm okay. But there are people that don't even know what they're going through, and they're not okay. They think it's, they think it's the Republicans, they think it's the Democrats, they think it's Congress, they think it's legislature. To tell you the truth, it's everybody. Because ain't nobody dug deep enough to figure out what would help everybody, and nobody's lifestyle would have to change. And that's what it's all about, is digging deep and finding out, how can we help everybody without, we don't want to, I don't care that people don't give up, a mansion. Let people keep a mansion, let people keep a yacht, or let it be to where anybody can use it at any time. There's probably enough around the world. I don't know how many people want to ride on stuff like that. But, whatever needs to be can be worked out, that nobody would ever have to do without, right? Nobody would ever have to do without. And besides that, why don't we just come to that conclusion that these things aren't good for our environment anyway, because we would want to work on making things environmentally friendly. So, not just for us to have our pleasure, not at the risk of harming the seas or the fish or the corals. And so, a lot of things probably would be changed. Might have to go back to rafts. It's an energetic movement. This is why you have to keep the faith and stand firm in what you believe that you want for your future and for the future of your children. Okay? Better bring out your ideas. It don't just have to be how my idea goes. It can be, I would love to hear ideas. I mean, I've been talking about this for over 1.5 years now. I'm sure you guys have thought about it. Please let me know what you think of the settlement movement of the planet Earth, moving from working for mankind to working for Mother Nature and Mother Earth and all the living things that are on this planet, with opportunities of the best educations and the most fabulous experiences that make us grow in heart and soul, brings us close to nature. Helps us to understand that all life needs to be nurtured and loved. That it's that. I saw a video today that makes me know I've said all along that we're born awake. Okay, it was on TikTok, and it was a video of a mother who took her baby daughter, who was probably about 8 months old, to go see her father who had passed away. And he obviously hadn't been gone for very long. And it's sad to say, right? But the little girl saw him. She started waving. She said, her father was there and appeared in his spirit to that little girl, and she saw him. To let you know again and again and again, our ancestors are right next to us. They're around us. It's the glow and warmth you feel when you stand in your truth. It's the glow and warmth that you feel when you have faith and know that you're a beloved child of this planet, grounded deep into the earth, Mother, and holding on through whatever storm that comes. Because there will be storms. There's going to be some houses that fall. There's going to be people that are going to lose their positions and they're not going to like it. And there's going to be a lot of screaming and hell going on, and lying and talking about this and talking about that. And your job is to believe in faith that you deserve a good life on this planet. And your children damn sure deserve better than they're getting, because the promise is that they're going to be working their ass off to pay the bills, when really nobody should have to do that. We should be working our ass off to be creative. We should be resting our ass off so that we can learn to love ourselves and love others. We should learn to get along with one another. That could be a wonderful class they could teach our children. I told you about how they teach them over in Japan. The first until the 4th grade, they learn how to treat each other. Personal transformation. They teach their children in Japan how to pick up after themselves, how to respect and talk to each other, how to explain their emotions, how to share what is going on in their life. Wow. Now that is something our children could use in the future, is teachers that take them time to help them learn who they are before they have to learn how to go out in the world and make everybody happy. And then they become people pleasers. We don't want to raise people pleasers. We want to raise independent, unique, individual children who know themselves and what they would love to do when they grow up, Creator says. These are the seeds we're planting in our children today. to harvest in the future. They will make these harvests. Their children will harvest this. But we are the harbingers of change, and we can stand in truth of what we know, and we can spread this truth through our voice by practicing speaking our truth to our neighbors. My neighbors all know what I think. You know, I go out and talk to my neighbors all the time. Actually, my neighbors love to talk to me, and I pray over my neighbors. I pray over my dogs. I pray over you guys. I pray before I come to work with y'all. I pray for healing for all of us. I know that in order for us to have peace on earth and goodwill to all life, we must really learn how to get along. But just think, if the Mother Earth owned everything and we were all her children, and nobody would have a reason to fuss or argue, because all things would be accessible to us. I got surrender here and spiritual quest. So surrender to the spiritual quest of asking Mother Earth herself, and see if the Holy Spirit will speak to you. Find that which can give you the strength and power. If you're not much of a speaker, if you have a hard time speaking out, if you have a hard time, you know, if you have a hard time believing, ask. Don't let me convince you of anything, because listen, if you're sincere and you call upon God and ask, you'll get your answer. Yeah, I don't never worry about that, because I know that if you're real and you call upon God, God will tell you, because God speaks to us all from within. And that's all I'm trying to do, is activate your DNA so that you can hear the words of God within yourself, to cleanse your energies out so that your own intuition will come in, and that you can be your own individual, unique self. Right? And follow what you believe to be right and true. Once we get to a certain age, our kids is grown up. In the cards, we're called crones. I wear that. I'll wear that label. I'll be a crone. They're forced to reckon with. They change worlds. They're the grandmothers. They watch over the children. Their children, their grandchildren, their great-grandchildren, and we're all related. And it takes a village to raise a child. Really, we all should watch over the children. It should be like, I don't know, we're not monkeys, in a monkey batch, the mamas really have to protect the babies. And they protect them for 10 years. By the time they release the babies, that the men can come in on them, generally the babies will fight the male chimpanzees off. It's really a jungle there. It's really a jungle. So I guess what I'm saying is, our children are smart. They're wise. We are moving towards this open door of the new earth, and we want to be bold. We want to be creative. We want to have strength. God says it is a mountain we're going to climb, but we're going to leave a wonderful, wonderful Eden for our children. Educations, and they're going to get to experience things besides getting drunk and partying and having sex with everybody all over the world. More like going to places like Egypt. Our children will begin being interested in cultures and experiencing different places, different cultures all around the world. This will make our children so much smarter. They will travel. They will have the opportunity to go to schools of art or whatever they desire and dream. And we will be able to pump their dreams, knowing that their desires can be met. And how is that? Well, just look back in my other stories about the prophecies that I believe is coming to the planet Earth, the Garden of Eden. We have the idea. We understand it can be done. You know, it's just a matter of beginning to work for Mother Earth instead of mankind, because they have no titles to the land. If we go all the way back to the beginning of America, they stole this land from the Indians. They jinxed them out of it. They stole it. And this was the Indians were the people that shared the land. They thought nobody could own the land. The Native Americans was like, what? Sell the land? We can't sell the land. And so they was like, okay, then we'll just take it. So, you know, it's time to come back. We've all built this America. We built the world, actually, all around the world. So when I talk to people, I'm talking to people from all around the world. Everybody deserves to have a good life. You know, when I think of things like we have divine support here, God is with us. God is with us. Oh, yeah. Is that the root chakra? Or is that the sacral? This is the sacral, I think. And this is God, the divine support, creator of creations, the spirit is with us. We have no fear. We don't want to have fear. We replace it with hope and faith, knowing that regardless of how long it takes, it will happen. So who knows if enough in the collective begin thinking in that way, and let's say, you know, 5 billion people start standing up and saying, hey, this is the way it really should be. And then as more and more stand up to the truth, who knows what could happen? It could be like an avalanche. I mean, if God's behind us, ain't nothing can stand in front of us. All we have to do is make the moves. It's in our hands. And I believe we can do it. I believe we're here to do it. Do I think it could be done in a year? I think it's going to take, you know, I mean, my God, they've been established like this for how many years? Thousands. Over 2,000 years anyway. So it's going to take a little bit of work to change people's minds. And we got to be willing to stand in the face of scorn, anger, frustration from people who don't want to surrender. Did we see that? Yeah, it was card number 2. People who don't want to surrender and see the truth. People who want to have and own things, whereas when they own something, they have power over others. Whereas really the Mother Earth is the Mother Earth and she owns herself. And this is the way all the Native people and Indigenous people thought, and it's a fact. And it should be as that. That way she belongs to all of us. And even if they don't believe that, she's the only planet we got. She belongs to all of us. Oh, my hand's itching, my right hand. That means I'm telling the truth. She belongs to all of us. And we need to teach our children that so that they can grow up knowing that, in fact, they are entitled to the best education. They are entitled to the best food. They are entitled to have a home and not to live in survival mode. They are entitled to have the best child care, the best education, the best medical. We need to teach our children that, and it will become that. We need to instill these things in our families. A higher perspective. Teach your children and your family a higher perspective. Teach them their value, that they are worthy of having these things that are just, you know, the best philosophy, and all these things is what make people who they are. We don't want our children growing up thinking they got to do 8 to 12 hours a day, and then, you know, after that they're exhausted. They've done given all their energy to people who are rich, and they have no time to invest any energy into any projects of their own. It's that simple. I like these cards. We're gonna pull another. We're going to see what God says about what I just said. So this is about them harvesting the energy of the people of this planet and using it for their resources to be so abundant, where the people on the planet who have to work and give that energy don't get to share in that abundance. Crystals. Focus. Focus. I'm speaking clearly. And our ancestors built this world. We built it. So it's not like we're beggars. We're entitled to it just as much as they are. I hope people would look up the Constitution. This is what we need to instill back into it's a part of our government that they threw out and wasn't supposed to. It was written by our forefathers. We, the people, are equal in all things. All the people are equal. Focus. The crystal grid. Tap into the crystal grid. If you believe in metaphysical life and metaphysical ways, just root yourself into Mother Earth and tap into the grid. She will tell you the history, the ancient days. There were times when we lived like that. There was a time when we lived like that. Then we got brought under control. I can't imagine, I know some of the story. I'm sure it's way bigger than what I ever dreamed from past, probably million years. Probably more than that. I think the earth is like 3 billion years old, 3.6 billion years old. So, I'm thinking there was people on this planet for a long, long time. Okay. And so what are we talking about? Yeah, focus yourself, connect into the crystal grid, stand in your truth, clean your throat and heart chakra, your mind connected. Remember, you see your heart as this beautiful pond, and up out of your heart and through your throat is a stem growing, and you can see its leaves going into your ears, and as it goes up through your mind and blooms at the top of your head, and this right here is your crown, and it's a symbolism of asking God to water you. It's actually initiation. If you initiate that, then you will begin to get downloads. I started doing that a long time ago, and yeah, I got a lot now. Yeah, I even still do that. Sometimes I see crystals coming out of the top of my head and reaching up into the constellations, and then sometimes I see a flower. Yeah. Okay, one more card, guys, and then I gotta go. God loves y'all. Remember to say that I am loved by the universe. My Creator loves me. I am here to be blessed and create change. I am here to break the stagnancy of the old and bring in the blueprint of the new. What did I do? The feelings, I was looking for the symbols. I think I already, the charms, I think I already put them up. But this is all about relaxing, meditating, loving yourself, loving your children, loving your family, and loving the universe that's on our side. loving creation, loving life, loving flowers, loving trees, loving just love, love, love. Forgive, forgive, forgive. Let it go. Let it go with the past ways of the planet. And know in your heart that we're working to change, to bring a new planet of prosperity for all of us. There's prosperity there. Let go of the old and let's get ready to change the new. Train your children, teach them. Teach them they're worthy of all things. They're beautiful, they're loving, and they deserve the best that life has to offer. That's power. It's like lightning. Strike your kids with lightning. Enlighten them. Enlighten them. They're worth the best. You're worth the best. We might not be getting the best right now, but we're worthy of it, and we know it. From there, they can't stop it, right? Because that begins to march. And as we all march forward in peace and love and integrity, and around the world, we join together in the collective. TKO, baby. TKO. TKO to the demiurge. Don't be afraid of evil. Don't believe their lies. They're low-level energies, and they can't touch it. Just remember, you're vibrating high. Don't let it bother you. Don't forget to meditate and cleanse your energy, and ground deep into the earth, because Mother Earth wants us to have this. I gotta draw one more card on that. Mother Earth wants us to have this. Where's Gaia? Mother Earth, Mother Nature, Mother Nature, Mother Earth, Father Nature, Father Earth want us to have this. They want us to have this planet. We came here to live. You can't make living suffering. When we're born awakened and they beat us to sleep with lies and cheating, yeah, a foundation. We are here to build the foundation of the new world. Kick. Remember, it's a responsibility. We are here to build the foundation of the new earth. What an honor. This is self-esteem. Remember to love yourself. Remember to know that you are born in this day and time for a reason, to change the world. To change the world. To hold the world up. We got to break down and build the new foundation. That's a honeybee right there. We're all Mother Earth's worker bees, and we will be taking care of all Mother Earth. She's our baby. She's our baby. And we're going to help her and make sure she stays healthy, make sure ecosystems stay healthy, make sure the forests stay healthy, make sure the people stay healthy, make sure the animals in the forest stay healthy. Keep as much nature as possible. Stop ripping out the trees. Stop muddying up the, polluting our waters. Stop polluting our air. We don't need all that crap. Yeah. Okay, guys. I love you. Remember, we're all worker bees. Not for man, but we work for Mother Earth, tending and taking care of the garden, storing up honey, making sure the next generations are watched over. I love you guys. I hope y'all enjoyed this, and I hope I get to see you again soon. Please like, share, subscribe. Have a wonderful day. God bless y'all. Bye-bye. Creator loves you. Remember that. Just throw your arms up and say, I am loved. I am loved. It's wonderful. You are loved. Don't forget, you're loved. I love you. Creator loves you. I'm here to bring you this message. And who can create but he that loves? Creator wants your creation to come out. He knows you're a creator too. because we're created in the image of the Creator. La 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 la. If you're here, I hope you're laughing. I hope you had a good time. I love you. You're a wonderful creator, and I know it. Bring out your creator. Teach, speak, command. Be strong. I love you. Bye bye.